Hello, hello, and welcome to Infinitely Lily. If you're new here, my name is Maria, and I am an intuitive channel and energy reader, and I deliver card readings, tarot card readings, and collective energy readings to the Awakening Collective. So that is for twin flames, soulmates, star seeds, empaths, and all other energetically sensitive archetypes. So if you are awakening, so if you are experiencing repetitive numbers or an intuitive urge to learn more about spirituality, then you are 100% in the right place. So today I am just processing the energies that are coming in right now as I set the intentions here for this reading. I am going to be doing a tarot card reading for the Awakening Collective. So this will be specifically actually for the Awakening Collective, but more for those who resonate with the term twin flames. I do feel this is going to be more general for everyone that is drawn to this video, as my audience is directly targeted to the Awakening Collective. However, I do believe this will resonate more with those who identify with the twin flame label. Oh, so the energy is intense here coming through. I haven't been on for a while. I've been going through my own spiritual awakening journey. I have been going through it since began, but right now I am going through what is called shadow work. So we have a spiritual awakening journey where we've experienced the good, all the good in our being, and then we go through the dark night of the soul, which is the shadow work. That is all the bad in our field. For everything that is out of balance for the good, we experience the alternate energy. So something as out of balance as the bad, and that's what I talk about so much in my channel. I really believe is what I'm here to share with the world. And it's what I'm learning every single day through my own personal experience and journey, which has been so intense lately that I honestly have lacked the urge to even share it, because I don't even think I could break the surface of the depth and the intrinsic nature of the experiences that I have had lately. They're so palatable that it honestly, I have no urge, like I said, to even begin to try to explain to you what I've been going through. But I honestly feel there are other people out there who are maybe drawn to this channel, so if you're watching, awesome, that also feel the same way. Like nobody could ever actually understand what I'm going through. But let me just say, and the angels are coming through here to say, what you are experiencing is real. What you feel is real. It's really happening. So if you are feeling your energetic process, your shadow work, when you physically experience it, when you go through that meditation and you move energy around, know that that is really happening. You are really changing your field. You're really attuning your energy. Okay, so this is going to be a general card reading for those tuning in here. The first card that came up here is the Two of Cups in reverse. So the Two of Cups, so I don't necessarily read reversals, and I don't read perhaps the more generic meaning of the tarot cards. I read energy, so I read the energy coming off of these cards, which is divinely connected to their original meaning. So they do work out. But so the Two of Cups in reverse is, I'm seeing, perhaps for someone specifically here, a connection where there's a lot of questioning going on. You're questioning, is this my twin flame? Is this who I'm supposed to be with? Whoever it is, I'm going to keep it open. But I do feel as though it could be like you're using the twin flame label, or there's something special about this connection. Maybe you've heard the term soulmate, but you've never actually heard the term twin flame till right now. And you're like, okay, well, maybe that's why this feels so different. So I feel like there's this deep uncertainty and doubt in your stomach, in your gut, that's saying like there's something more here. Whether it is that you feel like you're meant to leave or not leave. There's this confusion. There's this crossroads where you're like you keep finding yourself wanting to leave this situation or questioning if you should stay in it. But deep inside of you, you feel like there's something else. Like this relationship is meant for something more. There's just something keeping you from deciding fully to leave. I feel like this is going on for a lot of twin flames, specifically for the divine feminine. So the more female oriented energy in the relationship. And actually the energy coming through is so pristine, so beautiful right now. The divine feminine has really awoken the energy of deserve, what she's figuring out what she deserves. She's rising her self-worth. Her self-worth is allowing her to rise up her self-value, what she values in her life. She's creating her abundance, is creating what she knows she deserves as in every aspect of her life. She's raising her standards of self, is what I mean to say. And all of this is shaking up her whole world. It's allowing her to really see like what she wants from a relationship and not willing to settle for anything less. So I feel just that message alone is telling you like the doubt you're having is because your self-worth has been rising up. And it is shifting and changing you. What the message I'm getting right now is that yes, your self-worth and your self-value might be rising, which might make you feel like you are ready to expand your career or expand your wardrobe or your more material aspects, like you want your outward world to reflect your inner world. So I hope I didn't muffle you guys up here. So you want, you're creating value on an outward scale, which is great. You're getting a shinier things because you're feeling shinier inside, and there's totally a beautiful balance with that. When your outer world will reflect your inner state. So if you're feeling that strong, empowered abundance, that value, your inner value, you're going to experience it on the outside as well. So you're going to experience it through, maybe having a higher end material things. But know that that's not the only way that this is showing up. Because I feel like some of you are feeling that pull to like upgrade your wardrobe or upgrade your vehicle or upgrade your house or your home or your whatever. You're also upgrading your experiences in life. So you might be more feel more fulfilled. You might be more eager to go for a hike or a walk or out in nature or read a book or go on a soul-searching drive. So these are all experiences that, they don't cost physical money, but they are rising your value of life. Your life experience is rising. So just keep that in mind, because Jupiter is moving into Aries. That's the energy of action. So before in Pisces, that's a deep soul journey. And now it's moving to Aries. So we're going to see outward expansion. But that also, it reflects the inner state that we've been healing in Pisces. So just know that both, I feel, are on the verge of bursting open. So you're experiencing more joy in your life when it comes to just everyday activities. And that's allowing for this more external abundance, more external value to start showing up in your reality. Okay, so we got the Knight of Wands coming to clarify up on this Two of Cups in reverse. So we have the Knight of Wands. It's the right way up. um, so Knight of Wands is a fire sign. I generally attract fire signs to my readings. So that's Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. So if you have any of those in your chart, or your big three, Sun, Moon, Rising, I would say Jupiter and Venus as well, then you're probably going to be drawn to my videos, because I do feel like I read for the fire element signs. I resonate very strongly with those. I'm a double fire, and I have lots of Aries in my chart. So if you're Aries, then you will definitely resonate with um, all of my readings, because I do feel I am drawn to that specific demographic. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for right now. So if you have any of those placements, then you will definitely, this is definitely a place where you will find value, I believe. Yes, so this connection, literally, I feel is bringing in the element of fire. That is almost what's been lacking. So the relationship I'm seeing right now has been stagnant. I feel like there's this deep soul desire to be together, but you have been lacking fire, the element of fire. Every single thing in our lives needs to be balanced with the masculine and feminine. So each masculine energy has to be balanced with its masculine and feminine, and each feminine energy has to be balanced with its masculine and feminine, while they, on the bigger picture, have to be balanced as well. And within those, the four elements have to be balanced as well. Fire is all about passion and action and drive. So perhaps your relationship has been lacking the fire element, the element of fire, of passion. So this could look like just taking life too seriously, making a big deal out of things that are small deals. I feel there might be a lot of recollection. The dreams right now, I feel, are really clearing out and bringing messages from old relationships to kind of allow you to see why you needed, perhaps you had a soulmate relationship first, and then maybe a karmic relationship, and maybe now you're in your twin flame relationship, and you're just seeing the divine reasoning for all of these relationships, to see why you're here and what's been necessary to create the healing that you are experiencing. So if there is this feeling of, I'm getting the sense that there's been this lack of fun. It's like almost that's like the biggest reason why you might be questioning your relationship, but you might not even have been aware of that till I said it, that you're just lacking that joy, or that that play in your relationship. And that is one of the four basic needs for a human being to be satisfied in life. It is, they have to have play in their life. So within every single thing, you need to have some form of play in order for it to be balanced. And fire can encompass the energy of play. I would say fire, when it's balanced, when it's paired with its divine counterpart of water, becomes play. Every energy, every feeling, every emotion has a divine counterpart, and when they're paired together, they neutralize each other, and that's when we get the byproduct of joy, bliss, grace, happiness. And that's really what I talk about on this channel so much, and I end up always coming back to that, is I really emphasize finding that neutral zone. When you are in balance completely, when everything is so balanced that it is neutralized, you experience heaven on earth. You experience the god or goddess within you. You are in the energy of zero, which I call the neutral zone, and that just emanates the energies of bliss and joy and euphoria. And you are in a constant state of alchemy. You're in a constant state of transmuting energy. So if sadness comes in, to bring in the energy of happiness, to transmute those energies so that they become a good feeling. So let's just see if we can get more specific situations here so I can give you a more specific example. Okay, so we have 3 major arcana flying out here, all in reverse. The Strength, the Hierophant, and the Emperor. Wow, some nice energy coming from here. So there's been this restabilizing going on for the Divine Feminine I'm connecting with. I feel as though so the Hierophant's all about, a structure and old ways of doing things, kind of. And the Emperor, relates to the masculine or the father of your life. So there's been a restructuring, I feel, completely with the masculine energies within us. I've talked about this lots, how our outer masculine, so our partner, our husband, our boyfriend, or whatever, our outer masculine, reflects whatever we believe they are lacking or whatever we want from them is what we are lacking from our own inner masculine. So here, this restructuring of the masculine is, I'm getting this sense, the same sense I'm feeling from this relationship that I was tuning into earlier, this sense of lack. There's just something that is lacking here, this sense of play as well. So in order for you to heal your relationship on the outside, because I do feel this is a divine relationship and there is growth here, I do feel this is your divine counterpart. I don't sometimes necessarily like to say twin flame because every thing on the universe has a divine counterpart, like I've said. So you will, if you are in the energy to create, you will attract your divine counterpart. And I do believe they can be activated to become your twin flame. If you are in the right, if you are ready, really, if you have the strength to deal with that much energy. Okay, so I just felt something clear and unlock there for someone. Awesome. So let's just see here. This energy is just balancing. So lots of times I hold space for you. So I mirror to you the energy that you have been lacking. So that it's kind of like how role models work. You want a role model in your life because they're exuding the energy that you like, that you want to associate as your own. And when you're around that person, you then become them. We all do this parroting, like parrot mimicking natural state where when we're around people, we become like them. When we want to, we can easily do it. When we don't want to, we can also not do that, right? But that's why role models are so great. So you want to mirror their energy. So maybe you've blocked or you've shut off the energy of strength. That is what the Divine Feminine is working on right now. Remembering the energy of strength within the masculine. So your masculine, he might not be now that your self-value and your self-worth have risen, your masculine might not be meeting your needs when it comes to his strength and his determination and his power. That real authentic man you might be really desiring because you have stepped into your authentic woman, your authentic feminine. And this is definitely what these cards are saying now that I'm breaking this down. And so you feel from me, I'm holding that energy for you. So perhaps that strength that you shut off. So we all have the ability to amplify energies and neutralize them. So they become the zero. So they emit beautiful, positive energy. Everything in balance creates bliss and joy and love. And everything out of balance creates negative energy. So if you've shut off your masculine energy of strength, you've had to overcompensate somewhere on the other side on your feminine to compensate, to counterbalance this imbalance. So let's just see here. For the divine feminine I'm connecting with, I see there's a few. So I see that the general or the collective energy is blocked in the divine masculine. However, this can manifest differently for different people. So I see that for some of you, you over self-sacrifice because of this lack of masculine strength. So you are over giving. Also, this false sense of confidence could be created from a blocked strength energy. So just being perceived as happy or good or enough. So you're just exuding this false sense of self, where you just kind of have lied to yourself for so long because you've felt this lack that you have just created kind of an alter ego where you just perceive to the world, and I believe to yourself, that everything is good, that you are a good person. You're stuck on the energy of good. I have to be good. And I am good. And you might overcompensate those energies again, and perhaps need to continuously look for validation and ways to show how good you are. So maybe like over giving or over sharing or overdoing. So we see this a lot in the divine feminine. She's just so scared of her bad qualities that she runs away from them and overdoes the good. So anything out of balance creates negative energy. So if you're trying to be good, it is virtueless. It means that there is nothing authentic about it. To be good, to even say I need to be good, comes from an imbalance. You are perfect when you are authentic. When you speak your truth and be your truth, that will create what feels good. To label it makes it an imbalance. Is coming from an imbalance or a fear of being bad. So when you are authentic, when you speak your truth authentically, assertively, empoweredly, with wrath and conviction, you don't conform because you think you need to say something this way or you need to behave this way to be good, then you are creating negative energy out of an imbalance within you. But when you listen to your heart and you speak truthfully and openly, that will create positive energy, and that is the true you. But we don't know that person, so we have to unravel this false sense of self slowly, and you just have to keep bringing back in these energies that got out of balance to counteract the energy where it started. So the initial energy that I see is out of balance here is the energy of strength. So we see it, if it was flat like this, it would be in its neutral zone. It would be shooting out the energy of strength. But the energy of strength in balance is actually grace and purity. And it's I see it lots like this, where so we have a masculine quality. It has a divine counterpart. So when the masculine energy of strength is in balance, it actually emits feminine energies. And this might be quite advanced or deep, but I feel like maybe some of you might get some information from this. It might be a video you need to watch a few times to kind of get what I'm saying. And if you're in a meditative state, you'll probably be able to feel what I'm saying more than hear it. So let's just take a deep breath here. So like I said, I hold space for you. I still have blocked energies inside of me, blocked feelings inside of me that I will not be able to mirror to you because I do not harness them yet. I've just recently, over the last 3 months, broke open and began to heal the energy of true authentic strength. When it's paired with its energy of grace, it comes into balance and it creates the energy of inner peace, kind of like an awoken inner peace is where I'm at right now. This is what I've seen. So I'm just holding for you the energy of the divine masculine's balanced inner strength. So you might feel that right now. And that in itself can be all that you need to be the gatekeeper. So anyone who is capable of neutralizing energy or alchemy is considered a gatekeeper because they can give you the key to the beginning of your shadow work journey. And you might have to unravel your heart chakra, and then someone else might give you a key to unravel your third eye chakra, and it is a continual process. And I will say right now, when you have a moment of glory, don't look for the next string to unravel. Just enjoy that glory. The next string will come in divine timing. Trust the divine timing of your life. Don't continuously get stuck in a state of, I need to keep healing. Be simultaneously healed and unhealed at the same time. What I've noticed now is now that I've started to awaken both energies, there's always an energy going opposite direction. The masculine's going this way, the feminine's going this way. This is when they become neutralized, is because they are moving simultaneously at the exact same time, the energy of unhealed and the energy of healed. But if you focus on either of those energies, you become out of balance. You let your mind wander away from the actual problem, or there becomes a problem. If you see the energies of healed and unhealed, you will be out of balance. You have to combine those energies together. So just see if you can take this. Find the energy of healed in your fingers. Just see, you can grab it. You really are capable of doing this. So you feel it, it's thick. You can almost feel yourself wiggling as you move it. Grab the energy of unhealed, and just merge them together as one. In this energy, you are neither healed or unhealed. You are healed and unhealed. You are neither here nor there. This is the energy of the neutral zone. This is the energy of God, bliss, source. This is where you want to live. Everything is perfect here. Everything is imperfect and perfect divinely together. Perfectly, imperfectly, perfectly, imperfectly. There's no words to really describe this energy, except for it lacks the ability to have polarity. There is zero polarity here. You are free from the matrix. You will just know. There will be no left or right. There will be no crossroads. There will be no, do I stay in this relationship or do I not? So the energy right now that is out of balance is the energy of strength, causing you polarity to think if you should leave or not leave. So you're way far away from the problem. You got to zoom it back in to the original imbalance. You balance that, the problem goes away. It doesn't exist anymore. You will only understand what I mean if you try it and do it yourself by balancing the energy of strength. So like I said right now, I'm giving you the energy of strength, mirroring it to you so that you can feel what it feels like. You're going to feel it in your heart chakra, probably in your third eye chakra a lot too. Because we have layers upon layers and crustiness all over our heart chakra and all other chakras. And we slowly begin to peel back those layers as we move through our shadow work journey. And it is glorious. And we have moments of pure bliss and joy and euphoria. And other moments are hard, but it still feels good. Once you start to get the hang of shadow work, you realize that every single energy has a divine counterpart, as I said. So if you are experiencing the energy, what we would call negative, you're experiencing the energy of the feminine. So there's no negativity when everything is paired with its divine counterpart. So if you experience the energy of guilt by itself, it will feel gross. It will feel negative. That means it is out of balance. It is not in balance. It's not what it's doing. You're not doing what you need to be doing to heal. The energy of guilt, say you did something wrong, should be always paired with the energy, what we would say, we'll say love. Love encompasses perhaps compassion, empathy, forgiveness, remorse, whatever one you feel matches that. So if you did something wrong and you're feeling guilt, most people get stuck in a mood or an emotion. Feelings should just come and go. When we hold on to them, they become an emotion, they become a mood, and that's when they affect us because that means they are stuck energy. So the energy of guilt, we did something wrong. should be paired with the energy of forgiveness or empathy, right? So you're like, oh, I did something wrong, but I feel bad. Then it actually feels good to feel guilty because you know that you wanted to do something better and actually feels good. Just like when you're grieving, you have this deep despair and the pits of despair, grief, but it's paired with this love because you love them so much. So it actually feels good to grieve in its sad, intense way. It still feels good. If it feels too intense, it's because you just got to bring it back, bring in that love, and then grieve, and then you will neutralize that energy and it will feel positive. Or if you feel shame, shame by itself can be a very destructive emotion, but when it's paired with its divine counterpart of self-love, this is the one I'm learning about right now, self-love, then it becomes, this deep desire to do better, to push yourself, to be better, to recover. It becomes this extremely motivating energy. Or regret, regret with self-forgiveness, paired together. Those become the most beautiful energy of discernment and self empathy, and just like a really great place to be. So anytime you're experiencing what you feel as a negative emotion, find what you're lacking to make it a positive emotion. Bring those together and you will create positive energy, and you will heal. You will heal things that have never been healed before. You don't have to go hash out the past. All the past is showing itself in your present through the guilt trips that you get stuck in. Those thought forms of worry and hate or lack of forgiveness. All of those places that you get stuck in are because you're not pairing it with the other energy to neutralize it, to create positive flow. And once you do that, all of your past will heal itself in the present because it's still there. The energy of forgiveness, as I'm saying this, so we get stuck. I have to either love this person or I have to hate them. We think we have to do one or the other, right? We're stuck in polarity, way far away from the problem. We bring it back to the energy of forgiveness in itself. We pair it with so forgiveness in itself is a balanced energy. So we say it's love or hate. We balance them together. Forgiveness is you neither need to love them or hate them. Somewhere in the middle, and that becomes that neutral zone of beautiful energy. Yeah, so as you balance this energy of strength, you're going to lose the outward focus on this relationship, this back and forth. Should I stay or should I go? Is this the right person? Is this the wrong person? This lack of commitment, this commitment issue is literally created from this lack of strength within you, because you're feeling this lack of strength, but you're wanting your masculine to make up for it. Your partner, your outward spouse, you want them to fill this void. You be the strong masculine. You make the strong decisions. You do this. And we're putting all the pressure on them when we need to heal it inside, and it will mirror outwardly. So how do we heal? Let's just close this reading with what can we do to help heal this masculine energy? What other ways? So the Ace of Swords, Two of Swords, and King of Pentacles. Okay, so this is the crossroads energy where we feel like this way, that way, like I'm blinded. And the King of Pentacles is all about earth energy. So this might be an earth energy that you're dealing with, your divine counterpart. So maybe you're a fire sign, they're an earth sign. Doesn't have to be. Okay, so this is what I see. So there's an imbalance of fire and earth within the energy of strength. Yes. Oh my God, Spirit, this gave me a high five there. So Earth's divine counterpart is air, and fire's divine counterpart is water, right? Can't mix fire and water, the extreme opposite. That's why you always are attracted to your opposite, because They have what you lack. Therefore, you will come together. They call this sometimes trauma bonding, but it is the universe's way to bring us together, to heal us, to take two halves and make two wholes. So let's just take our hands here. Maybe you can I can feel this meridian running down the right side of the body. This is where the energy of strength is for the masculine I'm feeling. And I'm feeling it right like on the side of the heart chakra. So just maybe hold your hand here if you feel guided. Take a few deep breaths and just feel that energy and just see what it has to say to you. Okay, so it just asked me. And this is something we can do for ourselves. Really, meditation, it answers your questions instantly. Energy is instant. So if you have like, Spirit, please help me, Spirit, Source, God, Universe, whichever you resonate with most, please help me balance the energy of strength. They will give you that answer instantly. If you say, Spirit, please, get me a new car. Okay, well, let's balance 65 different energies before we can create that effectively. That will take time. This instant, Spirit, please help me balance the energy that is out of balance, that is causing this negative emotion that I'm experiencing. And then please help me release any other negative energies or emotions that were created because of it. That is the prayer of a lifetime, I swear. It works instantly. If you're stuck in fear, you say, Spirit, please help me balance whatever is out of balance that is causing this negative emotion. And please help me release any and all emotions that were created because of it. And you will feel them transmute. You will feel yourself transmute. So right now we have the energy of strength out of balance. It's pulling one way. It's out of balance. There's not enough of it, and there's too much feminine energy moving this way and not enough masculine energy moving this way. Okay, so this is why I think the fire and earth, fire is the upward energy. It exists more in the atmosphere, and then earth obviously is a downward energy, exists in the ground. So the feminine energy, let's look at this energy. And I really want you to see this, that you can do this with every single issue in your life. And I'm just going to break this process down. It might seem very foreign to you at first, but really just try to tune into this, because I do feel it has a lot of potential for helping people. So what is this energy? So this actually is the energy of over self-confidence. So you've had to overcompensate with the feminine energy to perceive to the world that you have everything figured out, because in reality you don't, and you're afraid. So there's always a fear. There's always a fear that hides on the bottom. It's always fear. It's always fear. If you're jealous, you have a fear of being left. Fear of not being attractive, or not being good enough, or not being worthy of love. If you have hate, you have a fear of being hated, or a fear of it being your fault, or a fear of being wrong. It's always fear. That is where you have to find the fear. So if we have an over self-confidence, that means we're lacking something. What is the fear here? Let's ask ourselves, what is the fear I'm experiencing here? The fear of failure, perhaps. So if you have a fear of failure where you've overcompensated to feel like I am successful, I am good enough, generally it always comes down to being good enough at something, because we have this overemphasis on good, like I told you before, because we are so afraid of being bad. There's no such thing as good and bad. Those are external polarity imbalances. Something feels good, something feels bad. That's it. That's all it's ever been. Something can feel good for someone and feel bad for someone else. When everything is in balance, everything feels good. And sometimes it feels good to have something that feels bad. That means it's in balance. They have equal sides of them. So when we say darkness, we only mean the energies we label as a darker energies. Like I said, guilt or shame. The energies of hate and greed and jealousy, they don't actually exist. They only exist as a byproduct of an imbalance. Just like when the energies are in balance in the neutral zone, they create a byproduct of positive energy. So those energies you can never balance the energy of jealousy or hate. They don't exist. They're way over here. They're like way out of your energy field. They're just the byproduct. They're just the off gases of something out of balance. So I can feel us, we're waking things up here. Everything seems to be a little bit looser on my right side here. Nice job. And lots of times, if you just relax and get your mind to relax, the energy will neutralize itself, unless it's a chronic energy, unless it's a chronic emotion. You chronically experience terror or hate or anger or guilt. These are chronic. That means there's some kind of trauma behind it. It means that there's a very strong conditioning that needs to be broken over time, over focus. And you need to strengthen the energy that is lacking. It's not about taking away the guilt. It's about adding in what is lacking, adding in the positive energy, the divine counterpart, the positive energy that will release the negative energy. So strength and the true energy that is not overcompensation is true confidence. We want to find true confidence where we're not putting this alter ego self like, okay, I'm going to go do this thing because I can be not shy. It's coming from an inauthentic place. It's kind of like gaslighting yourself. And it can get very scary. It can cause you to really lose yourself and not even know that you're lying to yourself. And then this can be projected onto other people. It can look like narcissism or the opposite of narcissism, where we get stuck kind of in a victim mentality. So it's just a dark place to be. So true self-confidence isn't we don't even say it as confidence. It is just you being you. It's just true authentic energy. So I'm seeing that energy now. So we have authentic confidence and authentic strength here. So I feel this energy coming into balance, and it feels so intense. You can definitely feel this. We are tuned in. That's how energy works. It doesn't know time and space. No matter when you're watching this video, you can feel this transmission occurring. And just breathe, and as you breathe, you're gonna feel those energies. You might even feel your shoulders start to come into balance more. And maybe you felt like one shoulder was up, and you might feel your body literally shifting. That you had that pain in your shoulder. You went to the doctors; they didn't know what it was. You're just sensing the energetic tightness and energy cord keeping you out of balance. So many of us are so highly empathetic and intuitive to energy, highly sensitive beings, that we can sense energetic imbalances physically. And we go to the doctor, we're like, something's wrong with me. And it's like, they can't see it. It's energy. It's not made physical yet. Or it never will if you keep balancing it. So I'm just feeling my shoulders wanting to do this as we're coming into balance here. So allow those energies to merge, energy of strength and confidence. Just don't force it, just allow it. Because something will have to transmute here. So as these energies come together, there will be this transmuting, and you will feel all this negative baggage, this overcompensating. They will literally be uncreated. They will dissolve because they didn't exist in the first place. So all that negative energy will be transmuted because the energies that are out of balance came into balance and neutralized. Therefore, anything that was created because of the out of balance will just dissolve naturally. So just allow this energy to finalize here. I really feel it coming. Good job. Just feel your body just relax in that neutral state. And maybe you just have to relax until you really feel confidence. Feel that true, authentic confidence. Don't force it. It's very subtle. We always think energy needs to be strong and fat and heavy and noticeable. It's when we tone it back that's very, very subtle. That's where the power is. And you're going to feel that. I just felt it go. That's what the universe wants you to focus on. Don't focus on leaving, not leaving, what your future is, what you should be doing, shouldn't be doing. You need to be this businesswoman, not businesswoman, whatever it is. Bring it back. Focus on balance. What what is out of balance? What do I need to add into my life? This can all be done through meditation, just relaxing. These energies will come apparent to you. You might relax and you can feel a pulsing here. It's trying to get your attention. Then tune into that. What does that have to say? What do you feel is lacking there? Really, you will know. Check on the other side, the exact opposite side. What do you feel that energy is? How can you strengthen that energy? When you strengthen that energy, do you feel this one lighten? And then they can merge together. Do that with every single time you are in distress. The universe will guide you through it. You just have to ask. You just have to relax. You just have to tune into your field. It's so possible. Then you find the neutral zone for the first time, maybe in your life. And you're like, holy crap, this exists. Pure bliss, pure joy. It's the most liberating yet humbling experience in your life. You don't feel the need to, say it out loud. You don't even feel the need to smile. You just enjoy it. It's not like this extreme, it is like a subtle bliss, truly. And you will find people who come around you, they say, oh, you are so calming. I always feel so calm around you. Because you are neutralizing their imbalances by mirroring to them what they need. You are like this huge tool bag. You got all the tools, all the feelings that are needed. And they're like, oh, there's confidence. I haven't seen authentic confidence since 1948. And they take it and they neutralize their imbalance of false confidence, false strength. So I see, this internalized over self-confidence, this false confidence was paired with this external strength. You want something else outside of you to be your strength, your masculine to be your strength. There's the final words I needed to say. All right, well, my phone is just about to turn off here, so thank you so much, everyone, and we will see you really soon.